What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hotshot Haven. It's me, Jonathan, again, coming to you with a video entitled Doing What Has to Be Done. Give a brief rundown of my day. Got up this morning, drove, picked up a load, North Mississippi. Then I went over, headed to Florida with that load. It was a mini excavator. Paid pretty well. Wasn't really anticipating, but yet still looking for another load to go with it. So when I got it, it being 5,000 pounds mini excavator, it's an inoperable mini excavator. It doesn't work. So that's gonna be the main thing about it. It doesn't move, it doesn't operate, it's an inop. So once it's up there and you chain it down, there's really no way you can really just move it. Well, I left the shipper, pulled into the service station for a minute, check out the load board and just make a couple of phone calls. And I made a call to a guy that I frequently call. He runs that lane a little bit. He has some freight in there every once in a while, and he happened to have a 16-foot partial. Well, when I put the excavator on, they put it over the axle. The center point of my axle is 17 feet from the front of my deck. That's something you need to know, because all of it required to balance this stuff right on this trailer so it doesn't be tongue heavy or it doesn't pick the tongue up and want to lift the rear wheels up on the truck. So just naturally, with me not having another load to pick up, the guy set it on the axles. Well, when I called my friend in Arkansas, he had a load for me. And that load right there actually didn't fit. It wasn't gonna fit. I knew that by that tractor sitting at 17 feet in the center of the machine, that I would probably have about 3 or 4 feet in front of the 17-foot mark where the track actually started. And I needed 16 feet. So what do? You make up in your mind if you're going to let the fact that you really can't move this piece of equipment get in the way of you making another load and packing that trailer up. Well, I'm here to tell you that ain't what happened. Show y'all something. I hear it's a lot of times where it comes up where you have to do what's necessary. And as you can see, 16-foot partial, it's on there. And it's tarp. Mini excavator, it's on there. Strap chain properly. But make a note of this right here. I'm gonna go around to the other side of the trailer so you can see what I mean. I had to move this mini excavator back about a foot, maybe more, but I say a foot. If you look, this part of the track that touches the ground was here. This part of the bucket that touches the ground, it was here. Now, how did I do that without being able to move this piece of equipment? Well, sometimes you got to use some engineering and some ingenuity. What I did was, and later on I may put some pictures up of it. Check my Instagram, Jonathan_Butler357, or you can follow hashtag Hotshot Haven YouTube, hashtag Noble Enterprise LLC, hashtag 5.9 coming, hashtag 6.7 coming. But what I did was, I got these chains. And I came around and I hooked the chains that are there. I came and hooked those chains that are there to my rear bumper on my trailer. As you can see, I flexed it a little bit. I had to reposition it and get it on one of these cross members to keep from flexing it. But I hooked in, I got a binder and put on each side, and I began to crank this, and I began to crank it back. Now it wasn't easy. It was tough. It was some work. Sometimes you do have to work. This ain't just riding and strapping and going. Sometimes you have to work. So I literally used my binders and my chain in increments and resetting them as I needed to get another grab on it. And I pulled this excavator back a little bit more than a foot, probably about 15 inches to get what needs to be done. And that's what I have to say about today, man. One of the biggest ways you're gonna find at being successful at what we're doing out here is getting the work out, man. I could have easily said, man, it ain't gonna fit. I can't move that excavator. There's no way, it doesn't run. I could have easily said that. And I could have easily left that money on the table. Sometimes you see people, you hear people that do this, and they speak up on the downsides of it, and there are many downsides. There are a lot of ways to really lose your shirt out here. But I will say this, without due diligence and everyday commitment to getting the work done, even when it's not the easiest thing to do, is what's gonna take it to make it out here. Consistency. Having this mind frame and mindset every single day is what's gonna make you a winner out here. If you ain't got that mindset, what I call a hustle mentality. I call it a hustler's mentality. If you don't have a hustler's mentality, stay at home. Lease on and become a driver, own, operate, maybe lease on, run when you want to, get you some stuff that's paid for where you ain't got no bills on it or whatever, and do that. But if you ain't gonna come out here and be consistent, boy, you set yourself up for failure before you even turn the key in the switch. Hey, call getting done what needs to be done. And yes, it's just a little something. It's just a little something, but it pay right. See, that's the whole thing about it. Ain't nothing but a little something. Man, that parcel right there, 16 feet long, 300 pounds. Going to Pensacola. 5,000 pounds. Going to Hollywood, Florida. And coming up out of there, I already booked up and ready. Coming right on up out of there with 2 more. And dropping off in Louisiana and Texas, and got another one in Louisiana, going to Texas when I drop off in Louisiana, and got another one to pick up in Texas when I drop off the one in Texas. I'm going to try and get one on the way back through Louisiana for Monday, because we doing this thing for our family, and if you ain't going to sacrifice and do what needs to be done, you might as well stay at home.